Good evening, Matt. It's Monday, and you're sick. And I'm much better, actually. I'm feeling a lot better. And it's dark, because I only have 2 light bulbs left in my room, because the other 2 blew, and I cannot be bothered going to buy new ones to replace them. The nearest place I can think of that sells light bulbs is at the opposite end of Queen Street, which is like a 10-minute walk. So that's not happening anytime soon. You left last night, but you know that because you did the leaving. Duh. I'm so good at game. Today I did a lot of rehearsal. Well, I say a lot. I mean like 2 or 3 times I went through the routine for the Doctor Who, Dr. Sketchy show in a couple of weeks. It's like the weekend before we leave, maybe? No, it's not. It's like 11 days before we leave. Ugh! We're going to LA! My goodness. And my little sister is coming to stay. I printed out the forms because she's 11. She's technically an unaccompanied minor, so I have to sign forms and stuff saying that I'm a real legal guardian, not just a strange purple-haired person who likes to steal 11-year-olds from the airport. Is that a thing people do? So she's coming to stay with me after she gets back from going to Fiji with her dad. I don't think I would cope very well in Fiji. Too hot. Don't like the heat. It's not good. I'm probably not going to cope too well in LA either, but that's alright. At least they have air conditioning everywhere, right? While you were here, we started listening to the audiobook of Ender's Game. I started part 2 last night as I was going to sleep, and then I almost completely spoiled myself because I woke up like a couple hours later and the book was still going. I was like, no! Ah! No! Fumbling in the darkness trying to find the pause button on my laptop. Then I came home and, yes, did the practicing of the routine. Then I went back to the audiobook and I did a bunch of spinning of wool. Look at this. Aren't I good? Is it better if I sit over here? I don't know. Look. Calendars have changed. You know, I have Tobuscus. I believe that model's name is Amy Ireland. There's 4th of July over there. And the 6-month year planner is now turned over to the right side and has started being filled up with events for the second half of the year. That's not just one, that's 5 and a third. Where is it down to? It's down to here. I still have a whole bunch more wool to go. But it makes your arms quite sore because you have to, you know, hold it like this. And it actually really mostly hurts, like in here. Boop doop 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 boo. After the audio book was finished, there was like a postscript from the author talking about the process of actually writing and publishing Ender's Game and the fact that it is going to become a movie. I really want to like this guy because the book is brilliant and he's obviously a very intelligent person, but from what I've seen he's also very anti-equality for same-sex relationships. It's not something that I can agree with, which sucks because I mean he's a brilliant author, his work is fantastic and I would love to read more of his stuff, but I don't want to support a person that's gonna go on making the opposite changes in the world that I want to see. There's a really brilliant comment by someone on one of the Vlogbrothers videos saying every dollar you spend is a vote towards how you want the world to be. So if I'm spending money supporting people whose views are opposite to mine, then I'm voting for a world where that's what the opinions are. And that's not what I want. I should be supporting people who share the same views as I do, and people whose work supports that. All those sorts of things. This took a turn, didn't it? Wow, where did that come from? So more Doctor Who, but not so much the Moffat seasons. I was quite happy to be rid of Davies when he went, because, I mean, I love Rose. There's only so many times you can bring someone back from, you know, an alternate universe. Davies sailed that ship harder than anyone else. So when Moffat came along, I was like, oh, this is brilliant. The stuff that he's written, I really enjoyed during the Davies era. But then it turned to be not so good, with female characters that aren't particularly great. Like, their sheer existence is for the Doctor. Especially so with Clara. She literally exists to help the Doctor, which is an extremely not feminist way of writing women. He writes pretty little girls who come along and help the Doctor, which is like, oh yay, look at them, they're helping him when he's normally the one doing the helping. Ah. But like when they literally exist to be of use to him, it stops being so wonderful. But I'm gonna go make some dinner and watch Hannibal. The series, not the film, because that's recently started and I have season 1 waiting and ready to go on me laptop. What is up with my eyebrow right now? It's got just like an extremely square thing right there, and this one's just having none of it. This one's just like... This video was brought to you by bad lighting and even worse posture. At least if you have what I have, it should be over in a couple days. And you should be through the worst of it by now, so... Have fun! See you on Wednesday.